watching KVAL weather with Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos.
And we have another severe thunderstorm warning in effect until about 6:30. This now includes southeastern Lane County. As you can see, this very strong cell here. Remember here, the darker the shades, the heavier the rain. Well, one, Wesley, you look nice and warm in there. Lucky. But number two, I mean, it is really coming down at this hour. The snowflakes are just like pelting me in the face. So as we roll throughout the next few hours, we will see that next system roll in. By tonight, it will be dropping snow levels down to about 3,000 feet.
But I hear we're going to be potentially reaching the 80s next week.
Don't tell them that yet.
What?
I was going to tease it at the end. Talking record-breaking temperatures left and right all across the viewing area. But my friends behind me, I think, like this warmer weather. Do you guys like this warm weather? Yeah! I think it's unanimous. Not only will we have to deal with the rain, but also the wind. We do have a high wind warning in effect from 11 a.m. to about 5 p.m. on Saturday. This includes the South and Central Oregon coastline. Wind gusts will be picking up between 60 and 70 miles an hour. So there will be the possibility of some downed trees, even some of those branches, including power lines. Another round of rain on Monday and Tuesday. So overall, the moral of the story, we're in the middle of fall. Keep the rain gear handy because you'll be needing it.
You can just record that and
copy and paste it throughout the next few days. That's true. The biggest difference from what we saw yesterday is obviously a lot more snow on the ground, but a lot less traffic on the roadways. On the other side of the country, they're still dealing with Tropical Storm Arthur, and now it's about 220 miles southeast of Charleston, South Carolina. Hurricane watches and warnings are now in effect from South Carolina all the way up into Virginia.
We both took advantage of this warm weather with our sleeveless outfits today.
Sleeveless dresses. You know it must be at least the mid-60s when we're wearing sleeveless dresses. Across the nation, we are still keeping our eyes on this very strong spring storm that is still tracking across the midsection of the U.S. Picture perfect fall weather, especially with those nice bright blue skies. Now you have all the leaves changing colors. Just a gorgeous sight out there.
All right, we'll get out and enjoy it.
Absolutely. You know, live television is just, well, I'm going to do the weather. Do you want to know what the weather's like? Okay. Well, it looks like the weather's going to start warming up, so you're going to want to make sure you have a snow cone or something later on this week, okay? And when an EF1 tornado on the enhanced Fujita scale is between 86 and about 110 miles an hour, that's a pretty strong tornado for the Pacific Northwest. On average, we see about 3 to 4 each year, and they tend to be about EF0. So an EF1 is pretty impressive, at least by the Pacific Northwest standards. When does winter end?
Candace has the answer.
I have the answer. It's 21 days.
Ding, ding, ding.
21 days.
Can't wait.
Who's counting?
We are.
Yay. Just keep your eyes on that 7-day forecast. By Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, we're talking the mid-70s, possibly the low 80s. So that's definitely something we will be looking forward to. Just hold on throughout the weekend, and then we'll have some nice sunshine and those warmer temperatures.
Yeah, big change.
Yeah.
You're watching KVAL weather with Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos.
Well, happy Friday, everyone. Last check on your forecast on a pretty chilly Friday evening. We are going to continue to dry up for the rest of the weekend, but with that will also come very chilly conditions with overnight lows dipping below freezing for the next 2 nights. We are going to be staying mostly dry until about Wednesday. That's when our next system is expected to arrive. So as we look at the satellite and radar composite across the state, we are now finally starting to dry up. Just a few more spotty sprinkles in Douglas County, but that will quickly taper off within the next few hours. Looking at our current conditions, we're still sitting at 30 degrees with just below freezing in Corvallis with partly cloudy skies, cloudy in Eugene at 34 and 48 in Coos Bay North Bend. So as we look at tonight's forecast, overnight lows will stay in the low 30s in the South Valley. Freezing temperatures, but the nice change, we will be staying mostly dry. Our best chance of rain still in Roseburg, but it looks like most of the showers are pretty much done for tonight. So as we look at the bigger picture here, it's a stationary cold front that's expected to slide further south, and as it slides further out of our area, high pressure from the north will start to build in, and that will usher in another blast of very cold Arctic air. So not only will we be seeing cold air down at the surface, but we're also going to be seeing those clearing skies, and that's a big factor, especially throughout the overnight hours. The reason for it, during the day, the Earth just sits there and absorbs all the heat from the sun. At night, the role reverses. It radiates all that heat back out into space, and under clear skies it escapes very quickly, therefore cooling us down to the surface. But when there's cloud cover overhead, the Earth still radiates that heat upward, but the clouds act like a blanket and radiate all the way back down, warming the surface. So the big concern in the forecast for the next 2 nights will be those clear skies and already very cold Arctic air down at the surface. That combination will bring freezing temperatures for most of western Oregon. So as we look ahead into the forecast, in anticipation of that cold blast, we do have a freeze watch in effect from Saturday night into Sunday morning. Temperatures are going to be very chilly, so make sure to definitely bring in the pets and the sensitive plants throughout the overnight. So let's break down your forecast for the Central Coast. Tons of sunshine. Temperatures will be staying in the upper 40s to low 50s. For the South Coast, partly cloudy skies, nice mild afternoon. 56 will be our high in Port Orford, 52 in Coos Bay, North Bend. 7-day forecast, it looks like we will stay in the mid to upper 50s, but looking mostly dry till about Tuesday. For Douglas County, the sunshine will return. It will be a nice cool day, but very chilly conditions, especially come Saturday and Sunday night, as overnight lows will be dipping below freezing and then finally warming up by next week. For the Cascades, a mix of sun and clouds, highs and lows both staying below freezing. For Central Oregon, downright frigid night as temperatures are going to be in the single digits tonight. And then when you factor in the wind chill, it will be feeling like sub-zero temperatures. And then finally across the Willamette Valley, more of that fall sunshine, but it won't be feeling like fall. It will be more like winter-like temperatures with overnight lows tonight below freezing and then warming up only into the mid-40s. Rolling out to our 7-day forecast, colder conditions Saturday night and into Sunday night, and then we'll finally start to warm back to near normal temperatures by Wednesday and Thursday of next week, which is when we will also reintroduce the chance of rain. But as long as the rain stays on one side of the 7-day and the freezing temperatures on the other, I think we'll be happy.
We'll be in the clear. Thanks,
yes,
Candace.
You're welcome.
You're watching KVAL Weather with Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos.
And we have another severe thunderstorm warning in effect until about 6:30. This now includes southeastern Lane County. As you can see, this very strong cell here. Remember here, the darker the shades, the heavier the rain. National Weather Service already reporting abundant lightning, gusts up to about 60 miles an hour, quarter-sized hail for portions of Fraser and even further north. This now is about 17 miles southeast of Oak Ridge. So if you are watching us in Oak Ridge, make sure to keep your eyes to the sky. Any lightning, make sure to go indoors. This cell will continue to track towards north at about 10 miles an hour. Again, this is for southeast Lane County, and it will be in effect for a few more minutes until about 6:30. But looking at our weather headlines, the summer pattern will continue. What that includes very hot, sunny conditions across the inland valleys, mild along the coast, but east of the Cascades, we will see another round of thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon. Current temperatures, we're still in the mid to low 90s at this hour. 91 in Corvallis, 92 in Eugene, the mid 90s in Roseburg. Crystal clear skies out there, but nice and mild along the coastline. 59 to about 63 degrees. Looking at the relative humidity, a very dry afternoon, which is nice when you step outside. It's very nice and comfortable, but it's not very good when it comes to the fire crews trying to fight those fires all across the state. Only about a 15% humidity out in Central Oregon, in the 20s across the Inland Valley. Another problem when it comes to fighting fires, very gusty winds, and we have that too. Right now, the winds are primarily moving in between 13 and 14 miles an hour, but picking up along the coastline about 23 to about 26 miles an hour. But as we look at the big satellite and radar composite across the state, your eyes go directly right here across portions of far eastern Douglas and Lane County. This very strong line of thunderstorms, again, will continue to track towards the north about 10 miles an hour. Again, this is the thunderstorm that sparked up the severe warning that will be in effect until about 6:30, but we are still seeing some very strong storms stretching even further north throughout Elk Lake and moving now into Sisters, and there's still plenty of moisture falling down in Douglas County, far eastern Douglas County. That includes Diamond Lake and Clearwater, but now it looks like that severe storm that moved through has now finally moved towards the north. Because we are seeing abundant lightning, the dry conditions, gusty winds, low humidity, perfect ingredients for more fires and even spreading those fires that we already have across the state. We do have a red flag warning in effect until 11 p.m. tonight, and there will be another chance of seeing this warning in effect again for tomorrow. The reason for the dry weather, though, east of the Cascades, ridge of high pressure, and that should stay nice and dry. Again, if you're west of the Cascades, east of the Cascades, another chance of thunderstorms for tomorrow. So breaking down your forecast along the Central Coast, patchy morning fog. There will be a cloudy afternoon, though. Once the sunshine pops up, temperatures back into the mid-60s. Same story for the South Coast. Afternoon sunshine, gusts up to about 25 miles an hour. Same story throughout the next 7 days with highs staying in the mid-60s. For Douglas County, hot summer sun and those temperatures continue in the low 90s. We will stay in the 90s though throughout this next 7 days. For the Cascades, partly cloudy. There will be that chance of thunderstorms. Same story again for Central Oregon. Be careful out there. Temperatures in the mid to low 90s. And then finally across Willamette Valley, sunny skies, but very nice conditions though with highs in the low 90s as well. 7-day forecast, more of the same weather with mostly dry conditions.
All right.
Yeah.
Candace, thank you.
You're welcome.